All right, breaking news, breaking news. We got a situation going on at the U.S. Capitol, Washington, D.C. Armed suspect arrested, caught with numerous weapons at the U.S. Capitol. He has a vehicle here. We're going to find out who this guy is that got arrested, find out what's going on, what's happening, and why is someone armed with bows and arrows and guns. We got a photo of the suspect. He was dressed in some sort of, I don't know, it looked like some sort of cowboy military outfit. We'll show you a picture up shortly of the situation. It is Wackadoodle Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We're going to see what's going on here, what's happening here in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., a suspect armed who got arrested, and now apparently they're going through vehicles and stuff. We're going to try to get some information. There's some news reports popping up. They're saying this morning USCP officer saw an unusual vehicle on Pennsylvania Avenue with a tricycle strapped on the roof. Upon looking closer, officer saw bows and arrows and guns in plain view. The owner of the vehicle was located outside by the north barricade and was detained for further questioning. The individual admitted to having guns inside the vehicle. So we got a situation, and I guess they're searching and all that stuff of his vehicle. It is Wackadoodle Wednesday. Come on in. Eventually, we'll put the photo of this person. Why? Something tells me the individual is probably not from this area. It seems like a lot of the wackadoodles drive to Washington, D.C. from around the country for whatever reason. But it's pretty crazy. Come on in. I know a lot of people are piling into the chat. Situation going on in Washington, D.C. Now, we don't know the name of the individual. Someone has been arrested in reference to this. Crazy wackadoodles. They found all types of weapons. He was literally looking, to me, looked like some sort of cowboy or Indian.
Can you hear me, Lau?
Cowboy or Indian. He was dressed as like a cowboy / Indian. It's very strange and bizarre. Folks coming into the chat, come on in. Suspect has been arrested outside the outside the U.S. Capitol. Why somebody would decide to go to the Capitol armed, it's beyond me. Crazy people out there, for real. Crazy people out there, folks. Suspect has been detained and admitted having multiple weapons in his possession at the U.S. Capitol or outside the Capitol. Parked right by the Capitol. I'll try to get an understanding exactly the location of this spot here. In Washington, D.C. Crazies. Straight crazies out there. We've covered numerous individuals that would be from other states that would make their way to Washington, D.C. armed, walking around either the White House, outside the White House, all around the White House area, Pennsylvania Avenue, U.S. Capitol. Sometimes they go to the Supreme Court. Now, what was this guy's intentions? And why? Try to find out more. Maybe they'll release a statement on the person's name. We'll throw up a photo of the suspect shortly so y'all can see who this individual is. We'll put it on the side. Guns and swords. Get guns and swords. Crazy people out there, man. I'm telling you, there's crazies out there. Empty holster observed in the car near security barrier. A man was detained Wednesday morning near the Capitol after police spotted a vehicle with a tricycle on its roof with a bow and arrow and empty holster inside a security barrier located at 200 Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest. The man admitted to having guns in his car, according to the statement by Capitol Police. Yeah, he had a cowboy hat. It's crazy. We're going to throw his picture up here. This is a crazy attire that somebody would wear. Of course, he would probably look suspicious if he's running around the Capitol looking like he's from cowboys out west, like Wild West. For sure. Something tells me this guy is not a local. Hold on, we'll stand by.
Hey, sorry, hey, it's Hopkins. You're still rolling on me, right? $32, yes, sir. Awesome. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hey, Siri, call Michael Wright. Hey, Siri, call Michael Wright work.
Keep your comments coming. I see a lot of comments starting to pile through.
I'm feeding back video via my live your RX-32 of a suspicious car on the hill, and Capitol Hill cops are all over it, with holding stuff out from the back of it. The one time I wasn't rolling was when they pulled out what looked to be like a hatchet, like on a 5-foot long stick. That's your shot that you're going to want for, and you're going to have to pull it off my feet. Because again, in the middle of the live shot, I wasn't rolling my camera. That was the only weapon that I've been able to see, and I saw it through my naked eye. Again, I wasn't rolling, but NTCR is rolling on me, and it happened in the middle of the live shot, probably almost straight up 12 o'clock. It'll be really freaking obvious. Whether or not it was a toy is another thing, but it was definitely what looked to be a very long, very dangerous weapon.
Dangerous weapon. Here you are, folks. Here is the suspect. Look at this guy right here. Look at this individual right here. This is who was seen outside the Capitol today.
You definitely want that shot.
What in the heck is going on here?
I wasn't rolling on that one shot.
What in the heck is going on? Somebody dressed like a cowboy? Indian? What do we got? What type of attire is this? Armed to a T. Wannabe cowboy? What? So we got a bunch of weapons in his vehicle, including swords, guns. This is some crazy stuff. Somebody said Indiana Jones, Crocodile Dundee. What do we got? YMCA. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. But man, what's happening? Look, look, bows and arrows, man. What's this guy doing at the Capitol with some bows and arrows? Rambo. What in the heck? He got some bows and arrows. See what I'm saying? Bows and arrows, dude. Hunger Games. I hear the Hunger Games. He's at the U.S. Capitol with bows and arrows right outside. He's in a bear. He's behind. He's by the barriers. He's walking around suspicious. Rambo. Robin Hood. Of course. Yo, if you were Capitol Police and you sold this dude now in day and age walking around the U.S. Capitol, wouldn't you be suspicious too?
The bow and arrow that they pulled out of the trunk. Yes. And NTCR is rolling on it as well. It was just literally 30 seconds ago. However, in the middle of the live shot, of course, I wasn't rolling when he pulled out a big, what looked to be one of those medieval hatchets on a 6-foot tall
medieval
pole. But I know, but it was in the live shot. So, and I've already given Michael the heads up. So around 12 o'clock straight up, and just a moment ago, are two definite bits of video that you guys want for sure for the evening newscast. All right, and yeah, they'll have to
Wackadoodle Wednesday.
Because again, I didn't roll on it. Okay, cool. All right, goodbye.
He's saying basically is in his volume is low, by the way, but he's basically saying that they found multiple vehicles in his guy's car. He's walking around there with a cowboy hat. This is not normal, folks. This is just not normal. Somebody said Crocodile Dundee. I think of like some of these old Westerns. Like, again, it's funny, but not funny. But, I mean, come on, dude. He's an obvious wackadoodle here going around armed with bows and arrows around the U.S. Capitol, considering the climate that we're in. But it just seems like Washington, D.C. is the beacon for crazies. And they all want to just sit there and they're fixated. This guy's not from there. I wonder what his license plate says. Probably says like New Mexico or something. Seriously. Out west. Texas, New Mexico or something. This guy's not from Washington, D.C. I walked Washington, D.C. all around. It's beautiful. We love Washington. You ever see the cherry blossoms? Beautiful. I've never seen a cowboy walk around Washington, D.C. like Utah. Somebody said Utah, like Utah.
Oh, all right. So
crazy. Never seen that before, ever. It's a crazy people out there, man. I mean, it's entertaining in itself, but it's, I mean, who knows what, maybe this guy comes in peace. Maybe he comes with some sort of, whatever he has. And he's like a peaceful person. Maybe he had some drums or something. I don't know. Maybe he was going to do some peaceful marching. I don't know. Peaceful. Maybe he has some sage or something and put some sage up in the air around the Capitol or something like that. Maybe he feels like the Capitol, he needs to cleanse it or something. It's, we try to understand who these people are, but this is not normal attire. This is just not normal. And what's he got a tripod for? Or tri-bike? What do they call it? Tri-bikes? These crazies out there, folks. It's literally crazies out there. We're monitoring the situation in Washington, D.C. Maybe maybe they find a manifesto. I don't know. They said he was just steps away from the Capitol. I mean, there's a photo of him literally next to the Capitol. I got a small video of his arrest too, but we'll sit here and just keep seeing what they find. Freaking crazies out there, folks. Straight crazies. There's crazy people out there, man. Yeah, I got a crazy situation here. Washington, D.C. But, believe it or not, there is really regularly people get arrested around there. I think yesterday I saw a clip where someone threw something over the White House fence. So things happen regularly. And it was like yesterday I saw a clip and they had like Secret Service rush to the scene. Somebody threw something. I mean, these people are crazy. Guns and swords. Absolutely bonkers, folks. Now, we'll probably get a name. I don't know if they released. Let me see if I can go around and try to find this guy's name. Trying to find out who these people are. I knew there was going to be something today. I woke up. It was pretty quiet around the United States of America. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get a little break today. Need a break. Oh, nope. We cover true crime 24/7, 365. It's hard for things to get by us. But we observe, particularly when it comes to this is true crime. Absolutely true crime. Fox had an article about this guy. Let me find it. I just saw it, but it vanished from my screen.
Hey Siri, check the Elise Carmel.
Bows and arrows.
For what it is worth, period, there is a gentleman here on the scene with his hands behind his back. It looks like he's possibly wearing handcuffs. 100%. It is not.
This is the 200 block of Pennsylvania Avenue. I'll have to look on my map and see how close it is from the Capitol. Crazy people, man. Absolutely crazies. Oh, yeah, man. It's literally like... Okay, so here's what's crazy. Here's what's crazy about the situation. What they're saying is the guy was seen at the Capitol. He appears to be detained at the Capitol. He was at the Capitol and parked near the White House with all this weaponry. I mean, the photo out there shows him arrested at the Capitol. But his vehicle, according to news reports, is at the 200 block of Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest, which takes you left of the White House and farther away from the Capitol.
Hello, sir.
So did he just go here to sightsee? And what drew authorities to this vehicle?
He's just putting his hands behind.
Okay, so here's what they're saying. On Wednesday morning, officers saw an unusual vehicle parked at the 200 block.
But they're not going to talk to us because they have to brief Congress first. Really? Yeah. I mean, I'm sure unless it's like earth-shattering, death, mayhem, blah, blah, blah. And I'm streaming. Yeah, I will be too.
They also found a medieval hatchet. Medieval hatchet they found.
A bow and arrow about 5 minutes ago, and they pulled out what looks to be a medieval hatchet, one of those cleaver things on a 6-foot pole. Okay. A little scary that you know that. How you doing? Everything good?
Whatever. Every day is just an adventure. Just an adventure. They told me, I got an email today saying that they were taking away my ISP phone. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care what. They're taking away my ISP phone. And I'm like, that's what I said. I'm like, well, okay. Just want it on the record that, yeah.
Crazies out there, folks. He had a medieval hatchet, bows and arrows. The gun wasn't in the holster. They found a gun holster, and he admitted to having gun.
A little while ago. And then the tape went below my...
and it flipped it up, unlocked it.
And thank God I had my hand on the pan arm. That's the only thing that saved me from going nose first, lens-wise.
And that is just one of those, just you had to see it to believe it was possible.
And I laughed hysterically. All the cops turned around.
Absolutely crazies out there, folks. I mean, who are these people? Where you see him on the thumbnail is where he got arrested at the Capitol. So he parked by the White House. And that's when they found a suspicious vehicle. U.S. Capitol Police found a suspicious vehicle. Now, will they give a press conference on this? I don't know. Maybe. Crazy people out there, man. I guess what they're doing is just taking his car apart.
Of course.
Unbelievable.
Here's your guy right here. Looks like old worn down pants, Indiana Jones outfit. No one was injured, but the crazy thing is, what was this guy's intent? What was he doing there? Where is he from? Why is he walking around? I'd love to hear the press conference, because I bet you the authorities would be like, a guy dressed as Indiana Jones, armed to a T, going around the U.S. Capitol, creeping around the White House, outside the White House lawn, behind, by the fence. He parked near the White House. Or does he just want to know about the nation's capital history? People say, I bet he's a Florida man. I don't really see people dressed like this very often in Florida. I'm a Florida guy. I really haven't ever seen anyone dressed in Florida like this going around at my local grocery store or anywhere. Guns and swords. This reminds me of something like from a movie set of Rusk. You follow what I mean? Like an old Western. And he literally looks like a movie character, right? In an old Western. Rust. Some Wild West ghost town. Zorro. People said Zorro. Yeah, imagine him shopping at Walmart. Somebody, if you see this guy walking in a store, most reasonable people will probably call the police. He's a time traveler. He comes from 1850. He's a time traveler. He time traveled. Now, I'm just kidding there, but we're being a little sarcastic here. I don't think it's a laughing matter, but it is kind of funny. Obviously the guy's a dead giveaway. Travis Decker. What's he got? A manifesto? There's a book. Does he have a manifesto? Look, they're reading his book.
That's what I was wondering.
They said it too. Manifesto. Manifesto. There you go. I'm going to do this, that, and the other. I hate this congressman. I hate this senator. I hate this president. Whatever. A manifesto. Yeah, you got to. That don't look like it might be his book, like a black book. His list. It's like his Epstein list. They found a book. What's on those writings? Look, they're going to keep it as evidence.
Definitely handwritten something.
Handwritten stuff. They got his manifesto. Yeah. They got his manifesto here. Something. Art, maybe art. Yeah, maybe art. Maybe not. Maybe it's just nothing of nothing. But yeah, they're scrolling through it. Investigators. Release the book.
Hey Siri, text Elise Cartman.
He could have been the next Luigi Mangione. I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to do. Plotting and planning. Crazy stuff, folks. JLR investigates. Investigating what's going on in Washington, D.C. today. What are they going to find in this guy's car? In his vehicle? What else are they going to find? Remains to be seen. Armed suspect arrested. Washington, D.C. A man dressed, what you see here, that's him. Found with swords, a medieval hatchet, bows and arrows, weapons, guns, holster. Looks like they found a manifesto book on this guy. We're monitoring the situation. Make sure you share this video out, please. Crazies. It is Wackadoodle Wednesday on JLR Investigates.
Siri read my latest text message.
Armed man arrested. I appreciate some of you on Twitter sharing this out. Thank you. We just want to get the truth and understanding of who these people are, these crazies out there that are living amongst our society. This is something, I mean, this is just not normal. It's just not normal. I'm sorry. You think this is normal?
Where is it?
The extreme right of the scene near the guy with the guy in the black. Just okay.
I missed it.
No, it's stationary.
What shirt? What color shirt?
Bluish shirt.
Red Rock?
Hang on. Shit, I can't see. Gray shirt, white logo on the back, khaki shorts.
Yeah.
Next to his leg.
Oh, yep.
What do they got?
Good eyes.
Good eyes.
Of course, now we can't see it.
Yeah. But that's where it's sitting.
Yeah. I keep waiting for them to lift the blade, the whatever you called it.
Bullet.
Kind of looks like Travis Decker. You know that? He kind of looks like Travis Decker in disguise. The man that's accused of killing his children, that is wanted out there in Washington State. He kind of looks like Travis Decker in disguise.
Just tape keeps smacking against my camera.
Look, Google Travis Decker. He looks like Travis Decker in disguise. Who could he be? Also found with a medieval hatchet. Bows and arrows. He wanted to take it back to 1850. Or those Western. I swear this looks like these old like John Wayne Western flicks. One of these characters, these D-list characters in an old Western movie.
Oh, the bow.
Yeah.
The bow. Look, there's the bow and arrow right there. Bow. Who is this guy? Geronimo. Who is this guy? He plays bass at a local bar on the weekends. That's crazy. Y'all keep coming up with who you think he is. I mean, this is funny, but not funny, but funny, but not funny. You get what I'm saying? This is a serious matter.
Picking up something.
Yep.
Uh-oh. What the heck do we have here? You never know what you're going to get on JLR Investigate. So I appreciate all of you coming into the chat. So we're seeing what who are your neighbors? Who are the people out there in this world?
Yes.
Who are the people out there in this world?
lot of friends.
Can you hear me? You can see.
There's the bow and arrow.
Hey Siri, call LaTanya.
Hey, Siri. Straight crazies out there, man.
Speaking of not answering the phone. Hey Siri, call Channel 7 control room.
Thank God nobody got hurt. I don't know. Why don't we give a statement? Is it Travis Decker or not? Looks just like Travis Decker, man.
Hey Siri, call Channel 8 control room. Oh my God, LaTanya, answer the phone.
There's what they found so far.
Hey, it's Hopkins. I'm on Capitol Hill. Are you live right now? Or I don't know which control room is broadcasting our signal. You know what? Forget about it. Forget it.
I'm sure he's going to face a rack of federal charges.
No, actually, don't worry about it. My shop's already live. I just didn't know which control room was carrying the noon live, and I can't get a hold of LaTanya on her cell phone. So, bottom line, my shot is currently hot, and it's too late to say what I wanted to say. So, do me a favor and hang up on me because my hands are occupied right now. No worries. Just hang up on me, babe. Thank you so much. How does one get a hold of the control room? Question mark. I tried calling Channel 7 control room. I tried calling Channel 8 control room. I tried calling LaTanya's cell phone. Nothing worked. Just pathetic. It's a little late now, and I'm really unhappy that nobody answered. Really unhappy. Somebody in Channel 8 control room answered the phone. Obviously, that wasn't the right studio. I was just trying to get a hold of LaTanya. LaTanya. Oh well.
Medieval hatchet.
Whenever you guys clear me.
Kind of looks like Travis Decker, huh? Travis Decker on the left. This guy kind of has some a little resemblance. Probably not him. But it's just crazy out there, folks. This is insane. What was his intentions? What is the intentions here with this situation? What are the intentions?
Yeah, 16, and I just want to feed you a sequence that's shot in camera here for this Capitol Bull, whatever the hell this fucking thing is. And it'll run, yeah, this is like the car, a suspicious car or whatever. This will run 5 minutes, 51 seconds. Yeah, but I would it's easier on the editors to just take this.
What do you think his intentions were?
The actual camera raw. I hate camera raw. It sucks. So this is already nice and cut. Okay. When you see it hit black, it's over and I'm shut down. Here it comes. Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Hey, Charlie, how are you? Nice to see you, Charlie. Thank you. So we're going to try to get a name on this guy. And we'll try to see what's up. Well, I personally think my opinion is this guy was up to no good. That's my opinion. He's up to no good. I'm reading the chat a little bit. Yeah, no one hurt. So thank God for that. Thank God for that. But what is this guy walking around the U.S. Capitol trying to do? People said he's from Minnesota. Looks like he's from Minnesota. People said a rapper. People said the YMCA, Village People. The Village People. Is he at a costume party? What's he trying to do? Is he trying to attend?
Hey Siri, read my latest text message.
Ball, congressional ball. What's he trying to do? Is he an actor?
Yes.
Dude,
Good
you
to
can
know.
tell
Thank you very much.
the things right there on his chest.
Yes.
It's like a Western outfit. Armed suspect, crazy. So they're going around this vehicle. In the meantime, I'm trying to get more information, news reports, anything that can come out and give us some more insight. All right, USA Today put something out. Reuters just put something out. The Hill just put something out. So we got definitely media outlets that are talking about this. I'll read again what they're saying. So what they're saying is Capitol Police arrest a man outside the United States Capitol after finding a bow and arrow in his vehicle. A spokesperson said in a statement. The man also admitted to having guns in his vehicle. Officers were first drawn to an unusual vehicle parked on Pennsylvania Avenue that had a tricycle strapped to the roof. According to the spokesperson, upon looking closer, officers saw a bow and arrow and an empty gun holster in plain view. The vehicle's owner was found just outside of the Capitol's north barricade where he was detained.
Not on the Capitol Hill ground.
Okay, gotcha.
They're on the Capitol Hill grounds. They found this guy. In 2024, this article says the U.S. Capitol Police's threat assessment section investigated 9,474 statements and direct threats against members of Congress, including their families and staff. That is a significant jump from 2017 when they only received 3,900. So it more than doubled since 2017, the threats that members of Congress get. Is this connected in any way? It's interesting the article put that out there as if this guy was up to no good. Know what I mean?
Not trying to be antisocial, but
to me, it's obvious this guy was up to no good.
Yeah.
And vigilant officers found something before this thing could have spiraled out of control.
You want to see how the sausage is made?
They found an unusual vehicle parked near the White House.
I ended up calling the seller RUP.
yeah. I even called the cell of the producer. We're telling you.
She'll always answer me. So.
They also found an empty gun holster.
Right.
There
Important.
wasn't a good reason.
Evidence. There's the bow and arrow. A bow and arrow also. As you see the bow and arrow. These crazies, man. We'll have to wait till we get the name of this guy. Anybody recognize this guy? I'm sure somebody in the chat might know who he is. Does he look familiar? Who is he? Who is this guy with a cowboy hat, rugged clothing? They say Charles Bronson movie. Charles Bronson movie. Reminds me of the Brad Pitt movie, all back in the day, right? The old Western movie Brad Pitt was in. Legends of the Fall. You ever watch Legends of the Fall? I watched that the other night. Legends of the Fall. An old Brad Pitt movie. Yeah, Legends of the Fall. That's what it looks like, D-Rod. Nice to see you, D-Rod. People say the Liver King. Y'all are making me laugh a little bit. It's funny. It's not funny. Again, this is a funny situation, but not funny. But it is funny, just based on who this dude is. Like, who would do this? Like, you think you're going to try to do a crime in Washington, D.C. and walk around the streets like this guy and not be noticed? John Wayne. It is kind of funny. I mean, it's kudos to the police because it's, you don't know if this guy's going to pull out his bow and arrow and start shooting at random people with bow and arrows. Brokeback Mountain. I like A River Runs Through It. Name your movie. If this guy could star in a movie, what's he starring in? I gotta go Google old Western movies. And then Google search old Western movies. This is the 30 best Western movies of all time. Why do I think Western movies? The Great Train Robbery, Red River, Winchester 1973, High Noon, The Searchers, Rio Bravo, The Magnificent Seven. What about the what's the movie with the Alamo and the young what are those people? All those, like Charlie Sheen and all them were in it. The Three Amigos. He looked like the Three Amigos, man. The zoo. The Three Amigos. Young Guns. Young Guns? Maybe Young Guns, like somebody from a Young Gun movie. Young Guns. Tombstone. Tombstone. That Tombstone. It's like one of those things like, woo! Crazy, man. Like, this guy wouldn't be noticed. Hey, they're a fistful of dollars. Fistful of dollars. Looks like a character out of A Fistful of Dollars. Once Upon a Time in the West. The Wild Bunch. Buck and the Preacher. The Outlaw Josie Wales. The Outlaw Josie Wales. A younger version in the Outlaw of Josie Wales. Inspired by Indiana Jones. The Unforgiven. Open Range. Yeah, there's some. I like myself a good Western once in a while, right? Those Western movies. People are saying another distraction of what's going on. Yeah. No, you know what happens though? Seriously though, whenever there's like Washington, D.C. news in the spotlight, that's when the crazies and wackadoodles descend. So whether if the president says something, whether it's Trump or Biden, if they say something, it usually is something controversial or something controversial going on. It draws people to Washington, D.C. It's almost like a magnet of people literally that will like take their car and drive long distances. And they're armed. Their vehicle, they're armed. They probably sleep in their car and they drive 2 or 3 days and come to Washington, D.C. and they walk around to investigate or take care of matters because of something they seen on TV. Dealing with the president, dealing with Congress, dealing with the Senate. I know that recently we had a lot of controversy with the Epstein files. Was he trying to investigate the Epstein list? He's trying to figure this out. He's not happy with the Epstein list. not coming out. I mean, what's going on here? Healthcare. What's going on? The fall of General Custer. Make a new movie. Pretty crazy stuff. That's why the Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger. Y'all are pretty creative in the chat today. Y'all pretty creative. Creative minds. Young Guns. I know, right? The Young Guns. So you will probably get a name from this guy or something like that soon. They'll probably put out some information. Somebody said he looks like Joey Exotic's friends. The Lion King, right? The Lion guy. I mean, who goes to the... Look at that. Look. See what I'm saying? Look at the sword. Holy smokes. He had a giant medieval something. Look. Holy smokes. He had one of those medieval things like... That's crazy. Did you see that? Look, they got boxes of evidence, boxes of things. U.S. Capitol Police. A spear. They literally had like a spear. No normal person has that in their vehicle. No normal person drives around dressed like this. It just doesn't happen. This is 2025, not 1860. Maybe he's a street entertainer. That's a great point, though. I kind of thought of that. Maybe he's one of those people, gets a bucket, does some street entertaining stuff. You know, a lot of people at the boardwalks and a lot of places. Street can you just do that, Washington, D.C.? I don't think you could just sit around and have a gun or them on the streets. Oh, he's detained. Arrested. Bow and arrow. Crazies. It's just something very crazy. Tiger King. So it's giving you a police investigation look. Investigation. Crazy, man. Crazy man. I actually tweeted out and I called him a crazy man. Now, to me, seems crazy that somebody would be out here like this. Got to be careful, folks. Got to be careful out there, man. And also, the Capitol itself is a beacon ground. A lot of people go to the Capitol. Look at that. Look, bows and arrows. They're going to tow the vehicle. Bows and arrows. Bows and arrows. They found bows and arrows. How many bows and arrows do you have? Where's his horse? I'm surprised he's not on a horse. I'm surprised he's not on a horse. This dude. I mean, guys dressed like a cowboy Indian / both, got bows in it. I'm going to judge here. What's going on? An axe. Bonanza. Bonanza. Remember they used to have like Bonanza, like a restaurant called Bonanza? Like a Sizzler Bonanza? This is Wackadoodle Wednesday. So usually what happens is every Wednesday on this channel, something happens that is so bizarre and crazy. And here, Ponderosa, here we have a man. This is what the man's attire, dressed with bows and arrows, medieval hatchet, guns, holster, and some sort of book, found, arrested. He parked near the White House, was found walking around outside the Capitol by the barriers at the Capitol. Unreal. For sure. Unreal. Let me see if I can get additional information. I mean, the reports are coming out left and right on this, but it's pretty much what we've been saying. Can't really add. I'm sure the man's name will be released very, very soon. Whoever this person is that got arrested. I'd like to know name, so then we can do a deep dive and find out. Something just tells me he's not from Washington, D.C. No way. I'm not buying it. Malin. Surprised he's not on a horse. Hilarious. I'm hilarious. Thank you. It's crazy things, man. You never know what you're going to catch. Listen, I got like a command center around me, and I got different screens, and I'm seeing what's happening all around the world. And this just popped up. I'm like, what in the heck? Like, what is all this? Like, who is this guy? And here we go. I swear, Magnolia put it up. It looked like Travis Decker. It looks like Travis Decker. Travis Decker's becoming some sort of legend, infamous legend out there in the mountains outside of Leavenworth, Washington. He's he did the unthinkable and murdered his children. He still has not been found. There was a false sighting of Travis Decker recently right outside Boise that ended up not being him. It was a false alarm, but it created a whole hysteria. Everyone's like, oh my God, Travis Decker. And as long as Travis Decker's not found, there's going to be all these sightings. Everyone's going to say, hey, I saw Travis Decker here. I saw Travis Decker there. Travis Decker sightings. Obviously, it doesn't appear to be Travis Decker here, but I mean, Pretty crazy. Again, for people coming into the chat this morning, U.S. Capitol police officer saw an unusual vehicle on Pennsylvania Avenue with a tricycle strapped to the roof. Upon looking closer, officer saw a bow and arrow, and empty gun holster in the vehicle in plain view. The owner of the vehicle was located just outside of the north barricade and was detained for further questioning. The individual admitted to having guns in the vehicle along with the bow and arrow. So that's what we got on that aspect here. Make sure you share this video out. The more you know. People said the Lone Ranger. He's all by himself. The Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger. So, yeah, we'll get an understanding of who this guy is, I'm sure. I'll go around and look at the arrest records in Washington, D.C. They post the info at the end of the day, usually who gets arrested throughout the day. We'll try to find out who this guy is, and then I'll put his name in the description of the video so we all know a name to the face. A name to the face. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm sure something else will pop up today. Looks like police here are wrapping up. But I have a clip. I want to share this clip of him being detained, arrested, him in cuffs. So I got this clip I want to share with all of you. I wanted to play this so you can see him be detained or arrested. He's arrested. They didn't let this guy loose. There he is.
Not this way, you gotta go around.
Go around, okay.
So, yeah. U.S. Capitol. That's the dude. Play it one more time.
Not this way, you gotta go around.
Go around, okay.
All right, folks. Investigation wrapping up. We're going to wrap up. And if anything else happens on this, you will definitely hear it here on JLR Investigates, especially once his name gets released. We'll share that out. We'll share it out. Oh, it's raining out here in Florida. All right, folks, we cover crazy people 24/7, 365, breaking news, true crime, storm chasing. We do it all on JLR Investigates. Appreciate all the comments. Stay safe out there. Stay vigilant. If you see something, say something. Definitely, if you see craziness, report it instantly. You might save some lives. Until next time, JLR Magnolia Investigates. We'll talk soon. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.